that weight on your shoulders. A big job is waiting, and the clock is ticking much louder than usual. What needs doing sits completely clear in your mind, yet somehow your feet move toward wiping the kitchen counters. A drawer gets sorted, pens are lined up just so, while your eyes glue to screen after screen as minutes bleed into hours. Guilt piles up like unread mail, with a quiet voice constantly murmuring about wasted chances. Are you stuck in a repetitive loop of waiting until everything hangs by a single thread? Stick around, because today we unpack how your actions tie into mind patterns much deeper than just lazy habits. What gets labeled as weak discipline often turns out to be your brain reacting on autopilot. It is shielding itself from inner discomfort without even asking your permission first. Right now, many folks think stalling tasks simply means they have poor scheduling skills. They grab brand new notebooks and try digital tools that promise better concentration. Then they promise themselves that real lasting change will finally begin the very next day. Yet, when the sunrise returns, the old frozen paralysis remains completely unchanged. Work by Dr. Tim Peichel, someone who has spent years examining delayed actions, shifts this entire idea. He shows that what looks like laziness actually roots deeply in managing our emotions poorly. The mind dodges discomfort rather than the effort itself, reacting to dullness, tension, and shaky confidence. It desperately avoids even the terrifying dread of falling short of expectations. Maybe sitting still to work feels hard because it's not actually about a lack of desire. Perhaps your mind reacts to something deeply hidden, guarding you without any prior warning. Inside your mind, there is a fierce, ongoing biological struggle. Facing something overwhelming sets off a massive clash deep within the brain between two key areas. One of them plans far ahead, carefully weighing consequences and seeing way beyond the present moment. This sophisticated part is known as the prefrontal cortex. This part thinks endlessly about later gains and deliberate steps toward real progress. On the flip side stands the ancient limbic system, older by far, running purely on instinct and feeling. It reacts incredibly fast, cares very little for patience, and pulls hard whenever fear shows up. For this ancient system, right now matters infinitely more than anything in the future. Facing sudden anxiety, the limbic system reacts as if a physical danger is charging straight at you. In that intense moment, gaining immediate relief becomes absolutely non-negotiable. Scrolling through infinite social feeds or suddenly tidying shelves? That's just a clever detour the mind invents. Relief comes incredibly fast when distraction takes over, never mind the massive cost down the road. This ancient behavioral pattern didn't just start yesterday, it grew from survival mechanics long ago. Back then, early humans stayed very close to what happened right in front of them. If they spotted food, they had to eat it straight away. If they sensed a threat, they moved fast without waiting. Waiting and planning ahead was simply not part of their daily survival rhythm. The absolute rule of right now governed everything they did to stay alive. Thinking ahead, like drafting pages or shaping career goals, only showed up very late in our evolutionary story. You are wired deep inside to feel safe today and stay comfortable now, instead of waiting years for a payoff. Inside your head runs old evolutionary code, inherited from ancestors who made it through one moment at a time. Here's the truth though. Facing this phenomenon means staring directly at your reality without any filters. That thin edge blurs incredibly fast when short-term fixes secretly turn into long-term psychological traps. Being genuinely kind to yourself about a late beginning is exactly what helps you move forward. Waiting until the absolute last moment to begin actually guards your fragile feelings much more than it protects your time. Often, delay isn't laziness, it's the mind desperately shielding your pride without ever saying so. Waiting until the final evening to begin means failure carries a perfect excuse that time simply slipped away. Starting right away, pushing your full potential, then failing anyway, that strikes much deeper and rattles something real inside. Pose the blunt query to yourself. Is delay really about effort or a terrifying fear that your peak performance still falls short? Back at your old school chair years ago, things started shifting. Perhaps teachers highlighted how clever you were, not how hard you worked. If this video completely changed the way you see your daily routines, hit that subscribe button right now. Leave a note below. What single thing are you avoiding today? Coming up next, we take apart that freezing cycle, piece by quiet piece. Top the next video on your screen. Moving ahead happens exactly like this. Rest always follows motion.